Step right in, don't be shy. Catherine's here and you're gonna die. But don't you worry, there's no real harm. Death's reversible, it's part of the charm. Skeleton greeters rattling at the door. Zombies doing jazz hands across the floor. Laugh a little, scream, laugh a little, scream a lot. Join my army, give it a shot. You don't need breath, you don't need fear. Just let your soul park right here. I promise you'll have so much fun once your heart stops and then starts again. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Come play the necromantic way. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Get killed for free, resurrect today. Sign your corpse at the sound of the tone. Kathleen welcomes you to the Bone Zone. Spin the wheel of how did I die? Was it poison blades or a ghoul nearby? Win fabulous prizes, a ribcage hat, a femur flute, a dancing undead. Don't you love the spooky thrill? You can volunteer or I can kill. Either way, it's all the same. You'll rise again, improved by pain. Don't fear the dark, don't fear your doom. I'll tuck you snug in your tomb, then snap your back. New bone, new tone, ready to serve in my cobblestone throne. Welcome to the Bone Zone, where dying's just the entry fee. Welcome to the Bone Zone, where skeletons dance professionally. Just sign your spine on the mercy loan. Kathleen welcomes you to the Bone Zone. Oh, darling, come closer. Yes, there. See this scythe? It's purely for flair. Necromancers don't kill, we pre-adjust. A bit of death, a bit of trust. You'll be fine. Probably, maybe. Okay. No, but it's reversible. Probably. Rise, rise, join my undead prize. March, 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 till your joints go starch. Serve, serve in eternal bone reserve. When calls, obey the tone. Come on down to the Bone Zone. Welcome to the Bone Zone. You'll laugh, you'll scream, you'll moan. Welcome to the Bone Zone. Your corpse has never felt this at home. Once you're dead, you'll never be alone. Kathleen claims you in the Bone Zone. One little death and you're good as new. If you survive, take home a skull or two. Thanks for visiting, scream again soon. The Bone Zone's open under every moon. And the only love the Lord no more. Take my pride to the grave without ghost. I know I can be so in the light where I like to keep my heart. No more grace, no bark. Like to lift the broken from the start. Stay so deep inside in love. Take you somewhere heavenward. Time to roll the dice. You know I'm the type to risk my life. walking faith with me. No fear, no shame, listen to your heart go. Go strong, go bold, go strong, and then we go in peace. Whoa. Me at me, he's a condom, verbal tone, just follow him, I'll lead the way. Time to roll the dice, you know I'm the type, I'm a straight up virtue, straight up virtue. Yeah, full of grace, yeah, full of grace. I am light, I am light. I am virtue, but I'm more. I'm a light in his Voices pile up without direction. Opinions repeat louder with time. Facts skewed into bad faith takes. Noise layered on top of noise, circling each other without a break. Then one gold eye opens. He doesn't try to quiet the room. He listens for what keeps getting skipped. Patterns surface when no one's posing, and not every voice deserves the time. Rules drawn from single mistakes. Stories stretched until they fit. If that's how true life worked, objectivity would be dead. Truth doesn't negotiate, it doesn't bend for the crown. Say it softer or say it loud, it doesn't change. It's non-negotiable. Sex sells, he's not blind to that. Fox girls pull views and he gets why. He likes what they stand for. Still, he knows the
Yeah, had some technical stuff going on. The YouTube control panel was kind of like frozen up after I launched my chat thing, so I got it all fixed now.
rule that doesn't break. God already spoke.
How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Nightowl. We got a plethora of things to get into this morning. Let's see. I'm probably gonna skip around a little bit on this one because I definitely want to get through all of like the the creative reviews before I get into like political shit, as always. So we'll just see where things go. I definitely intend to play some Warcraft today, as I promised last night. I kind of just went to bed last night. Like, I'm gonna be real with you, Chief. I waited for Keen to go live and explain like the whole bullshit that happened, but after that I went to bed. I should have just played when I wanted to instead of waiting for Keen. But it is what it is. The new expansion is in full release, so we're definitely gonna like have our like day one experience for sure. I think the first one we're gonna get into is the bass Chud song. I'm sure a lot of people have seen the original version, but he took it down and reworked it, so we're gonna watch this.
He dropped Judd in the text like a mic. Thought it hit, but it bounced back psych. Scroll back we're still here, not a thing to fear. Streaming in the clear, while my fans all cheer. You called me chud, I called your bluff. Turned to a dud, not up to snuff.
Little chibi reviews.
I'm not surprised, like a great sunrise, we have arrived. You called me chud, but it gets overthrown. Boils your blood, then I claim the throne. You call us chud, we are the shrug. Thanks for the prod, views like a flood. You're just a joke, laugh that you woke. You're puffing smoke, watching as you choke. I'll be your villain, while we're just chilling. It's been revealing, turns out it was you that I was killing. Here's the plot twist, after your list, thanks for the assist. Your attacks dismissed, your ideas in decline, while you hate the divine. You try to strike at a spine, now it's a crown I wear online. You call me chud, but it gets overthrown. Boils your blood, then I claim the You brought the feels, I brought the links. You brought the fights,
Hey.
I brought the seeds. Time to give up, submit, resign. We're on a set, guys, by design. Your legacy has just sidelined. You call the shud, we on the shrug. Thanks for the plug, views like a flood. You're just a joke, laugh that you woke. Your puff is smoke, watching as you choke. I'll be your villain, while we're just chilling. It's been revealing, turns out it was you I was killing.
Leaflet stealing the throne. That's funny. Dude, that was sick. I liked the music. The whole line, "I'll be your villain while we're just chilling." That's literally just us. You know, like we're out here doing our own thing. People ascribe whatever they want to our motives, but we're out here just having a good time. Right off rip, the chibi fucking Rev is is kind of funny, man. Like that's a really goofy, quirky design for Rev, but I don't dislike it. But you know, the only thing that tells you that it's a Rev is just the glasses and the hairstyle, you know. Kirsha on her computer. Leaflet. And I know of this person, I just do not remember their name. I kind of want to say it's like Fida or something like that, maybe something different. But yeah, like they're also a VTuber back there. This is also a dig at how like Leaflet's been going off about mushrooms for like the past little minute. Like she's a little horticulturalist, a little herbalist. Leaflet's on her alchemist arc. So, you know, we got Eustace being useful. The fucking chud list. Honestly, a really cute rendition of Banana Juju. I love the overall outfit. Don't get me wrong. Like that's an adorable outfit, but also like, you know, just the leaves is fucking fire too. But this is honestly my favorite look for Juju. Thought a hit, but it bounced back psych. Oh, I don't know if this is just supposed to be like a really like kind of like a ritzy, commanding looking Trump, or if it's supposed to be a nod to AI Trump, Silas's moderator. But either way, it's fire. This is Cat Girl Ember Paradox getting it on the dance floor. Idea who this is? I think this is just the giantess from that Giant game. I could be wrong. It could be like some weird version of Mizuki Fox, or you know, somebody I just don't know. But I really kind of want to say it's like one of the characters from that giant anime girl game that's been ready to come out. And of course, the little guy is Chibi Reviews. He is notorious for liking tall and downright giant women. So. Got Nightmare Fuel Nux with his bug eyes, but you know, you can only ask for so much when it comes to Grok. This is always like a funny Easter egg. This is just that, you know, that common meme of the libtard on their knees screaming and crying when Trump got elected the first time. And over on the other side of the aisle, you have a collection of red and blue ties. Oh, my man's never getting away from this. It's just his life now. He's gonna live his entire VTuber career under Ember Paradox's feet. Of course, this is Lord Intellectual. Like, there's no mistake in that. There's only one person that is a doormat for Ember Paradox. Really? The fucking screaming libtard is a Republican now? Go figure. Almost as if, like, you know, when you grow up a little bit and you do a little bit of like your own independent research and you don't just accept the first thing that your retarded friends tell you, you kind of like your opinions change. I mean, honestly, I would too. Like, whether I'm Republican or Democrat, like being made like a viral global meme and just like be the like the poster child of an insufferable jackass, like I would be embarrassed of that shit too. You know, we got the obligatory Hassan. You know, he's gonna turn the gun on the dog and shock the fuck out of it. Rip Kaya, free Kaya. Asmin. I'm not sure if this is supposed to be like Leaflet or Asari. They look similar, although Asari is clearly older. But Asari usually kind of has more of like this priestess getup, and Leaflet has it too. Don't get me wrong; they literally have like some of the same outfits. But yeah, I mean, like it could be either or. But I'm kind of like gaming it would be Leaflet because she's shorter. But it could be either or. You know, like she's putting the crown on Asmin because Asmin tanks a lot of like the fucking ill will for us as conservative, or he's not even Christian, but like, you know, he tanks a lot of like the broader hate for anybody who is not left leaning. Silas being annoyed that he has to bounce at whatever nightclub this is where all the Fox girls are dancing on the dance floor and he has to stand here running security. Poor Silas, he would rather be breaking it down. He would rather throw it back for Kirsche. Honestly, like a really interesting take to like George Washington on the River Delaware. That's it's honestly pretty fire, but like, you know, Keen's kind of leading the charge right now. I'll give him that. This is Darling Straub. This is Reb's wife. She posted a Chud Bucket meme a while ago, and I guess it kind of like backfired on well, not really backfired, but caused a little bit of commotion. But I think this is supposed to be counterintelligence version of Destiny, but it's a little goofy. Like, I would honestly just display Destiny as he is. He's just an old fucking scruffy faggot. Like, that's really all it is. Like, giving him blue hair and elf ears is a little bit of like injustice when you could just like depict him as like a fucking troll or something. Here we got Vesper feeding her iconic Cerberus. Gavin Newsom. I'm gonna guess this is Suck from the Back is Diabolical Work. I think I have that book on my bookshelf somewhere. Don't get... I could be wrong, but this is, I think, the Archangel Michael striking down Lucifer, or just some sort of demon. I think this is a painting, like an actual painting somewhere. But I could be wrong. The only biblical painting that I know of for sure by sight is Lucifer Fallen Angel. And that's because Anakin Skywalker was kind of like made to depict that painting in episode 3. So that's the only reason I know that shit. I think this is depicting of the Notre Dame Cathedral burning down a while ago. And a fun fact, Michelle Obama had a front row seat to that. She was on a yacht in the river, sipping tea, watching the cathedral burn down. I wonder why she was there at that exact point in time, chilling, watching the flames. What's up, C-Still? We're just watching Bass Chud. It is a new AI song by Counterintelligent. It's actually pretty good right now. We got Nux here on the throne. This is a arguably better version of Nux. I like the throne too, like the golden skulls and the roses. It's really nice. Some more Catgirl Ember. Me Hassan. Jay on her respective throne. This one could be up for a debate a little bit. Like, I only saw like the white half of the mask, so this could either be like a wild Iraqi or Lord Intellectual. I kind of think it would be Lord Intellectual. Because they have similar masks, but Iraqis is a lot more ornate. Gaming Syndicate on his own throne. I love that this one's just kind of making the rounds too. Everybody likes his regal outfit. Indian flag burning in the middle of a protest. Who's this jackass? And he looks tired. He looks like he needs some sleep. Is like strikingly like hyper realistic too for the fucking for the character. But I honestly like I like that he went the extra mile to get like kind of like this sleepy look. Like that's great. I like it. I was like, who the fuck are you talking to, bro? I can't even understand your language. And the myth, the legend, Counterintelligent himself. I like that he has like that kind of like sleek Tron get up. Like he's definitely like some sort of like future agent for sure. I like it. Dancing scenes are so great here. We got Psychro looking dapper. This is Mizuki Fox dancing. We got Emperor Griffin Knight right here. Nick Shirley. Again, this is probably some biblical painting. I have no idea what the title of it is. Lestium on the dance floor now. The X Count and Mavluck chillin'. They're getting it down. I love the ending when Leaflet steals the throne. It's so funny. Because this is true, man. Like, you know, Asmon might tank for the broader population, but Leaflet really tanks for the VTuber scene. She really does. Like, a lot of the unmitigated hate comes to Leaflet because she's just simply one of the biggest. The old X share. Get out of this. Out of that. Next one we're going to watch is Parasocial Peril by Depthswalker. But if you don't already, go ahead and like, share, and subscribe for Counterintelligent. Honestly, really talented. The whole Skybrowse community is just going places.
In a world of gray, lies, moody politics, criminal ties, hoping happiness seems far away. Don't let the doomer hold sway. There is always light in the world. Fun and excitement and fun. Cute little kitten, voluptuous vixen. So many forms, how some even are worms. Is it a mask or their real task? Are they true or shifty? Honesty. It's 50-50. Enjoy.
All good, all good. Good as long as it's good, you know, like, doesn't matter how you do your thing, you know, just as long as you do it. Honestly, like, this touches on a subject that not a whole lot of people talk about, you know, like, there is a weird parasocial aspect to VTubing that not a lot of people are willing to focus on, dude. Like, a lot of people have like weird one-sided relationships with their favorite VTuber, and it's gonna cause some mental and emotional problems. Like, the same thing is like harboring a crush for somebody that you just never even make the effort to talk to, you know? Like, your emotions and your like kind of like mental grasp of the situation just kind of like deteriorate the longer you hang on to these weird emotions without like any type of realization to them. And the thing about being like, you know, having a crush on a VTuber is you're never gonna have like any real closure to those emotions. It really was really cool. It's Juju reference. There's a view for any taste. No need to pick one in haste. One's a vicious beast, another's a friendly mate. Many cat ears, so many cat ears. One's a living grenade. Loyal simping army defending the lore. They tell you touch grass, there's life at the door. It's supposed to be Leaflet, bro. Scrolling at 3 a.m. It's fucking Black Umari.
Tomorrow we'll laugh when the Sabaton's done. Raise your drink high to VTubers, the fans, and the endless sky. Mythical beast, enjoy the feast. No shame in the game, it's a brilliant release.
Shoveled that in there, man. The transformation at the end was really cool. Let's go back.
In a world of gray lies, moody politics, criminal ties, hoping happiness seem far away. Don't let the doomer hold sway. There is always light in the world, fun and excitement and fun. Cute little kitten, voluptuous vixen, so many forms, how some even are.
Okay, so this looks like it's a couple of randos. Like there seems to be some that are like based off of others, but they're not quite exact like copies or replicas. So I'm not even gonna try to call anybody out here. Like that does kind of look like Rev, but it's not quite Rev. That kind of looks like Vesper, but it's not quite Vesper. I would say that might be Mizuki, but that's not quite Mizuki. So very fitting, because like even if it's not like direct references, like the implied references are fucking, they're witty, and they're not too far buried. Like I said, you can glance at some of these things and infer what they are.
Their real task, are they true or shifty? Honesty. It's 50-50. Enjoy.
Oh shit. That cut was like really good too. Like that side by side right here is freaking diabolical. Kind of shows like the two-faced nature that some people might have. I don't know who this is supposed to be, but this mermaid is absolutely fucking beautiful.
Crazy. No, yeah.
Me angler.
Can feel hazy, but don't become obsessive and social. Spend time with mates who are local. Remember you're blessed, and you'll pass the test. Let the feelings slide, just enjoy the ride.
That's clearly Juju.
Mythical beast.
Say this is supposed to be Alana, but she doesn't have her fox ears, so. But it's like the outfit, the color scheme, the fire, like I would say it's Alana.
Enjoy the feast. There's a view for any taste. No need to pick one in haste. One's a vicious beast.
Idea who like the multi-armed bug chick was supposed to be either. Entirely different VTuber that looks almost like exactly like Alana, but like just doesn't have the fox details. That's crazy. This one's a cool design too. I don't know if this is supposed to be an actual person, but I like the whole like girls Panzer getup that they got going on.
Loyal simping army defending the lore. They tell you touch grass, there's life at the door. Enjoy it all. Enjoy it all. It's a siren's call.
gotcha. See, I see. You're doing a lot of things to correlate with the music. You said it's supposed to be like a mascot for Leaflet, but like it's literally wearing her outfit, bro. Definitely perfect outfit. Living grenade.
Scrolling at 3 a.m., coffee gone cold. Clipping moments like they're made of gold. She said my name.
Diabolical, bro. You made her you made her too tan.
You sent a super chat, but your heart's doing flips. You're probably gripped in call out chaos. Drama in the stream. Odds on standby, deleting the scream. Yet here we are.
Really cool frame too. I like the kind of like futuristic cyberpunky hologram stuff. Like all that stuff is really cool, and I don't know how AI like generates that type of stuff, man. Like every time I try to do something like this, it's just not great. What is that? Rimella Evanstar? Girl is cool too. That vampire was pretty fucking decent. I liked that. The dragon girl's cool too. Yeah, that's a really pretty design, man. Like, I don't know if she's supposed to be somebody or if it's like an original design, but she looked great. Oh, is that who the Uma is supposed to be? It's not Tomoyamari? Enjoy the feast, no shame in the game, it's a brilliant unicorn chick just shoveling food in. But honestly, Depthwalker, that's some pretty good work, man. Like, this is kind of a fucked up frame to pause on. I'm gonna... You're fucked, bro. Absolutely fucked.
Will you burn with me?
So this is a song from Rated Zero. This is gonna be like their first content that I've reviewed on my channel. I wasn't really too familiar with Rated Zero until the other day, so we're gonna watch this.
Will you burn with me? Borderline personality. I am one with my disguise. Your reality is too real for me.
Oh no, for sure. The subject matter of that last song was honestly something a lot of people need to introspect on. You gotta understand that like a lot of these VTubers aren't gonna give you the time of day, right? Especially big ones like Leaflet or Pippa or Umari. You know, I'm sure there's countless ones that I'm forgetting that are like just the giants of the industry. But like, you know, the whole reason why we put ourselves behind like the anime avatar is because we don't want to be perceived. Like, that's just me. I'm sure there's other reasons for doing it, but getting parasocially one way attached to a 2D avatar is just not the way to be. You gotta pull yourself out of that. You gotta kind of snap back to reality and realize that you're attaching to something that's not real. And on top of that, most people use the medium to play a character. The character that they play during their VTubing session is not who they are in real life. If you ever meet any of these people in real life, you will probably be solely disappointed.
So this lie I live is mine. Will you burn with me? Burn with me. Trapped here in this hell I made. And if I don't belong, will you set me free? Get me out of my misery. Will you storm the gates of hell just to burn with me? One by one, they have all left me. I am sick of all the lies, desensitizing and numbing me until all the pain has died. Will you burn with me? Burn with me. Trapped here in this hell I made. And if I don't belong, will you set me free? Get me out of my misery. Will you storm the gates of hell just to burn with me? Burn with me, burn with me. Trapped here in this hell I made. And if I don't belong, will you set me free? Will you burn with me? Burn with me. Trapped here in this hell I made. And if I don't belong, will you set me free? Get me out of my misery. Will you burn with me? Burn with me. Trapped here in this hell I made. And if I don't belong, will you set me free? Get me out of my misery. Will you storm the gates of hell just to burn with me? Just to burn with me. Just to burn with me. Will you storm the gates of hell just to burn with me?
All right. This one was good, right? The lyrics were good. The actual like musical scale was good. My one complaint is that it needs to be a little harder, right? Some of the like the echoed, repeated lines should have been in a different voice with a different octave, right? Like, you should have either like inserted some sort of like maybe this character giving like backup vocals or something, or maybe like some screamo line too, like during that really grungy fucking breakdown of the guitar. I was expecting some sort of like Pantera-esque kind of like rage session to go, but it didn't happen. And I'm not saying that it's bad for doing so. Do it. Do it. Make it as cursed as possible, bro. Like, it could definitely be a little harder. You know, I would have, I jammed. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was a great song, but you could have gone even harder. I'll leave it. You know, everything else was great, but you should have just had like should have had like a different voice for like some of the backup vocals. That was Rada Zero, our local demon bat cat. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe to them. They do good work. Most definitely, most definitely. This one is Tiny Campfire Glow from Null FM. I'm not sure if this guy is actually within the community or he's just like an outsider right now, so we're gonna see what's up with him.
Gray days, headlines heavy with rot, cold screens glow, meaning lost, faces blurring, endless scroll, then a quiet light hits the soul. They spent numb in a low-lit room, curtains drawn, ruminating doom, dreams boxed up in a forgotten chest, hope gathering dust, tried its best, spirit thin, heart caved in, every day drags under the skin, watch Batman rise, watch good hearts fall, easy to vanish, swallowed by it all, no fight left, just drifting cope, no grand plan, no reckless hope, just quiet breath in a world full of pain, counting out days, probably go insane, something cutting through the thick, dull noise, not just flash, not empty poise, real craft rising, roaring clean, cream to the surface of a time machine, frame by frame, that spark held weight, proof not all our bends to fate, hand reached out from a glowing screen, tore the soul from the void unseen, ash to ember, ember to flame, felt that pulse and it called a name, from slow decay to a grip on the pen, dragged from the slop alive again, they can't disavow you now, cream on the climbing, divine links and laughs, that land just right, it popped off clean, cut through the fry,
This is sick.
every clip a lifeline lifted from sorrow, guiding the lost through the shadow of tomorrow. All the chaos fades, clearing space to follow. Clear vision steady, no need to wallow. Strangers gathering signal found, small bright corners
That chick.
forming ground. Usernames turning into support, loose threads weaving something more. Common chains like landing lines, passing courage between the minds. What felt private, heavy alone, now echoes back in a steady tone. From fractured feast to a common flame, different stories, same quiet aim. Lift what's true, let hollow fall, build something living that includes us all. Screens once cold, now carry light, not escape but shared inside. 1,000 hands in subtle sync, teaching the tired how to think. They can't disavow the glow, cream on the rise, watch it grow. Strangers linked in steady lines, from scattered sparks to shared design. Past the doubt and fear, we're still here. Every clip a lifeline lifted from sorrow. Now we're the ones shaping tomorrow. All the chaos fades when voices follow. Clear vision steady, no need to wallow. Thanks, sky brows, for the tiny campfire glow. For light in the dark when the world moves slow. For sparks that travel farther than the screen. For showing the fire that lives within the unseen. Thanks for the laughs, the nudges, the heart. For pulling the lost back from the edges of dark. For proving that even under the faintest moonbeam, a little cream can revitalize the dream.
Alright. That one was actually very fucking good. The song itself was honestly kind of like a master class in how these songs need to be done. The symbolism of chasing the white rabbit through the grayscale world was absolutely phenomenal. It's kind of comparable to what it's like meeting Skybrows, you know. My personal experience with Skybrows is like I was just gonna be my own thing, right? Like it took me a while to open up to everybody. I was making videos for a little bit, and Gaming Syndicate and Feeble Mind were commenting on my stuff, and I was just kind of like liking and ignoring them because I had no fucking intention of ever contacting anybody. I was just gonna keep to myself. And after I did my first Skybrows reaction, you know, everything kind of fucking changed. Like, you know, the views started coming, the subs started coming, and, you know, the more and more I did it, the more and more I kind of like melted away and opened up to the community. Feeble Mind and Gaming Syndicate are some of my closest confidants in this space. I would consider them friends. And that's kind of like what the White Rabbit is Skybrow leads all these people together, and we've formed like a massive coalition of creators and uplifters. It's really good symbolism. I like it.
Gray days, headlines heavy with rot, cold screens glow, meaning lost, faces blurring, endless scrolled in a quiet light, hits the soul, they spent numb in a low lit room, curtains drawn, ruminating doom, dreams boxed up in a forgotten chest, hope gathering dust, tried its best, spirit thin, heart caved in, every day drags under the skin, watch Batman rise, watch good hearts fall, easy to vanish, swallowed by it all, no fight left, just drifting cope, no grand plan, no reckless hope, just quiet breath in a world full of pain, counting out days, probably go insane, something cutting through the thick dull noise, not just flash, not empty poise, real craft rising, roaring clean, cream to the surface of a time machine, frame by frame, that spark held weight, proof not all our bends to fate, hand reached out from a glowing screen, tore the soul from the void unseen, ash to ember, ember to flame, felt that pulse and it called a name, from slow decay to a grip on the pen, dragged from the slop alive again, they can't disavow you now, cream on the climbing, divine links and laughs, that land just right, pop
The fucking Animal Girl Skybrows was diabolical. All these little cuts are really good though. Obligatory Kaya. She's really riding the lightning with this shit too, bro. She's become a symbol of freedom for us.
every clip a lifeline, lifting from sorrow, guiding the lost through the shadow of tomorrow, all the chaos fades, clearing space.
Day two, I love Noel's choice of color, dude. Green is one of my favorite colors.
To follow, clear vision steady, no need to wallow, strangers gathering signal found.
That's that girl, man. I don't know who she is, man, but she's always in my comment sections and in my live streams. What's her name? Ovited Fatash? Yeah. That's honestly like a great cameo of you, girl. Like, I like it.
Small bright corners form.
Unfortunately, a lot of people have included this one in their videos, and that's the one that kind of like just kind of vanished with allegations. There's no proving yay or nay on that one, so it's honestly unfortunate that so many people have included her in it with the current situation, but it is what it is, you know. She's a fake character anyway, you know. Hey, what's up, Noel? Thanks for coming in. Right. You had absolutely no control of it. You were probably well balls deep in the production of this before that even happened. So, like, you know, you can't really change it. It is what it is. Who is this, Noel, since you're here? I have no fucking idea. Fortunate too, because like I had like recently kind of like happened across them too and really wanted to get to know them, and it turned out they were Dawn Hope. Okay, yeah, it turned out they were relatively a fraud. Of course, we got our boy Delta Wolf.
More common chains like land and light.
habit is fucking nuts. I like it. On Halo, that makes a lot more sense considering the Halo. And here we got a wild Iraqi in his monochrome, not monochrome, but freaking candy paint iridescent suit. I love his mask. No idea who this is supposed to be. It could be the elf dude that Silas runs with. It could be somebody else. This is, of course, Psychro, our friendly neighborhood survival specialist. Nailith, of course, but a really cyberpunked out version of Nailith. Silver TV. Definitely gonna have to look into that one. That's what I like the most about all of these cameos and independent artists kind of getting in on the Skybrows thing, is like a lot more people are being introduced than like the people that Skybrows himself cameoizes, you know. A lot of people are bringing their own personal friends in, a lot of people are bringing their favorites in, and it's just it's a good way to grow. By the way, welcome to the campfire, Noel. Welcome to the campfire. What's up, Brian? Welcome in, welcome in. Dude, that background right there. Let me see if I can get back into that. That background is fucking wild, dude. Their reflections are fucking wild. This is such a great shot. Hang on, let me get the overlay to go away. Yoink. The cameo gang on the instruments, doing the Lord's work. I love how Psychro's whole contribution is to this is percussions via shotguns. Oh, dude, his shotgun symphony was great. Again, that was Null FM with some of the greatest to ever hit our community. I really like that one. I like kind of how like it's kind of like a mix between like Linkin Park and I don't know. I kind of want to say like some new metal, but the very beginning had some Linkin Park vibes to me, and then the song kind of blossomed into something a lot different. But mad props, dude. You did very, very well. We got Digger Payne in here. Sure. Has anybody got you into the Skybrows Discord yet, Null? If you haven't got in already, go ahead and get into the Skybrows Discord, brother. You've earned it. This is another one by Anybot. She did a really crazy Tim Burton-esque, kind of like emo, dark fantasy one. last time. This one looks like it's kind of similar. I like Anybot's style, so we're gonna watch this one. See how it goes. If you don't already, go ahead, like, share, subscribe Noel's content. He's one of the boys now.
I walk through alleys where the lost souls weep, in cities broken where the darkness creeps. Streets are stained with greed's cruel design to change the victim's fate. I'll hold the line. The innocent cry out, their purity defiled. I am a guardian for God's every child. I stand in the stain where evil's been made. My faith, my armor, His word, my blade.
Go ahead and DM it to me, Fatash. You know the drill. The best way to get things in front of me is to directly DM it to me. Man, they done kidnapped Fillion.
Light burns away the lies of old. I am the shield of the pure, my vow unbroken, bearing His sign through words unspoken. With every breath
Here I am without my sling, diabolical.
God's holy fire is my only light. A child's tears fall in alleys of stone. A maiden's scream echoes where hope is unknown. From trafficking dens to tyrant's throne, I'll tear down wherever evil has grown. The news feed hides corruption's cold grip, but my blood's ablaze
An
and
All
my
Might-
aim won't dip. Every
All Might
child
Skybrows.
telling no time left to pray. I'll guard them till hope breaks the decay.
She's a Power Ranger now?
Stars reach for the victim's soul, but I'll crush his lies, make the evil fold. From the slums of despair to the halls of the proud, I'll scream His truth. I'll shout it loud. Every heart untainted, every child set free is a victory won through the blood of Calvary. I am the shield of the pure, my vow unbroken, bearing His sign through words unspoken. With every breath
Wild that she did this, man, because I was honestly like, I hadn't talked to anybody about it, but I was thinking about doing some sort of like Super Sentai thing with everybody and using Roboticus Prime as like the Megazord. That's interesting that she came to that kind of thought process on her own. But then again, who doesn't like Power Rangers, you know, like
I defy the night. May God's holy fire burn away the blight. If evil's shadow dares touch the pure, my life is laid down, my calling sure. Through pain and fire, I'll stand.
they really made Skybrows the gay ranger?
For the pure, I'll make
Power of God and anime.
With God as my witness, I'll never fall. I am a paladin. Evil. Fear my call.
The message is clear in this one, man. It's mesmerizing. It's haunting. There's evil everywhere in all walks of life. Our countries are kind of guided by evil at this point, and us being in the culture war and the information war, we are responsible for kind of combating that in a sense. This is a very great work by Anibot. If you don't already, go ahead to like, share, subscribe to them. I got to go back and share Null's work too, because I really liked that one.
Gray days, headlines heavy with rot, cold screens glow, meaning lost.
I'm gonna turn you guys back over to stream radio for a minute. I'm gonna go hit the restroom and grab another drink. I ran out of coffee, so I need something cold. So I'll be right back.
I'm just like my country, I'm young, scrappy, and I'm totally insane. Family dinner, Thanksgiving fight. Everyone says I'm not a reptile. Has the turkey, ignore the clown. Someone called us schizophrenic down. But I see the strings, I see the code, I see the matrix start to erode. You call me black sheep, you call me a liar, while the world burns in a stage done start fire. I am not throwing away my shot. I'm always right in a book I hate it. I am not throwing away my shot. Every day we make validate. Hey yo, I'm just like my country, New York, scrappy and hungry. Frogs are gay, the water is cursed, and I'm not throwing
Stackers dancing, don't ask why. Recycle rockets block the sky. The stars are linked, girlfriends, AIs. Hearts go out to you and I. And all the cyber trucks will fry. Turns out he packed this orange guy. Flamethrower feeds the Falcon thrust. Now we're all breathing Elon's mud. Named a spit capture code. He's building tunnels under roads. Neural lace in every skull. The woke mind virus, time to go. AI and his rays are young. To meme or not, you know which one. He tweets a thought, the markets cry. Gaming feeds, now that's a lie. Optimus knows kung fu trust. We all ascend through Elon's thrust. Cities home on Martian shores. Robo bros do all the chores. Tunnels hum like sacred veins. Human dreams and solar chains. He's late again, but time's a myth. He bought the moon and exits glyph. The richest clown.
What did you see, bud? What did you see? How's it going, counterintelligent? I watched your video earlier, dude. It was actually pretty fire.
They worship memes religiously. The sky's a grid of Starlink threads. GPUs crammed in our heads. He has a vision, man, really.
Oh, I should probably do proper reactions to like some of the older Skybrows stuff, man. Like I have seen it, but like I haven't done like an actual like video reaction to it. I think I might just kind of like record a self-contained video and work through stuff like Elon's Musk and Joe's Rogaine and some of the older things that I just haven't reacted to yet. The bass chud one that you reworked. The SOG was pretty good. I saw the original one and it wasn't like super duper cameo heavy, but like I don't mind that type of stuff, like as long as like the creativity is there, you know. But I honestly liked what you did with the re-upload.
This one just came up in the feed. This one's by Shawnee Boy. Do we owe Alex Jones an apology?
By entities.
But I didn't just read that in the CIA document.
And yeah, I gotta say, you kind of look the part.
Well, I had begun to research Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones at Yale. Bohemian Grove is where they all get together.
And the beginning of the cremation of care ceremony.
Yep.
First off, I wanted to draw your
That was
attention
crazy.
to the...
In July of 2000, Alex Jones...
Be real with you, the only reason I'm watching or have been watching Alex Jones for like the past what's it been, like almost like 20 something years now, man. He did the Bohemian Grove thing, and I think in like 2001, 2002. Like he was notorious back then for kind of like calling 9/11 before it happened. And then he snuck into the Bohemian Grove, which is like kind of like this meeting place for all the elite, and they do like these weird like fucking satanic rituals and shit. They literally burn like an effigy of like Moloch, or I don't know which one exactly it is, but they literally burn an effigy of like some fucking deity. That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, man. I've been wanting to watch this one for a minute. But yeah, like Alex Jones, like a lot of people will say that he's like planted opposition, but he's been like consistently right about a lot of things. And I think if he was like controlled planted opposition, like he wouldn't be giving us like the amount of correctness that he does.
Snuck into Bohemian Grove.
It's like some owl effigy. It's not Baphomet. Baphomet's what they burned in Israel. The fucking demon dog looking thing with one hand raised up and the other one raised down. I think like the amount of fingers raised in each hand is symbolic to something. But yeah, they burned Baphomet in Iran, and that's what pissed off Israel. I'll be totally honest.
He did.
Private retreat in Monte Rio, California, and he filmed what's known as the cremation.
Did you know about this, Ashtray? Do you know that, Ashtray? Do you know the origin story of Alex Jones? Do you know the origin story? It's actually really crazy. This is how he got his start. There was a conspiracy theory that a bunch of people were going into the woods and they were doing freaky little like pagan rituals in the woods, and he caught it.
Of care ceremony.
Suddenly, all around the owl,
this is true. This is all true. He found this. And this is him. He snuck in with a camera, and this is like old school, right? This is like before really tiny hidden cameras and stuff like that. He snuck in there with a camera and he recorded it.
9/11, which would pursue us here, has lost its power under these friendly trees.
The footage, which showed powerful political and business figures gathered before this massive, like 40-foot owl statue in a theatrical ritual that most Americans have never even heard of. And at the time, the response wasn't this serious debate, it was ridicule.
Yep.
See, for years, Alex Jones became synonymous with chaos, the loud conspiracy guy, the meme machine, the gay frog soundbite, chaotic but hilarious rants in general. But here's the question I want to investigate. Not whether he was right about everything, because he wasn't, but whether we were too quick to dismiss the conversation entirely. This is a small investigation into whether the cultural reaction to Alex Jones blinded us to the structural issues he was shouting about from the rooftops for decades. So before the memes, before the lawsuits, before the deplatforming, Alex Jones's central thesis was always pretty consistent. Concentrated and centralized powers operating behind closed doors distorts democracy. That's the underpin to everything else. He talked about elite networking circles, expanding government surveillance, institutional insulation from accountability. Say that 5 times fast. Now, tone matters, okay? Because yes, his delivery was intense and emotional and chaotic and over the top and pretty theatrical.
Give it all to me. Come on.
I mean, to be real though, like if you're Alex Jones and you're presented with all of these truths about the world and nobody believes you, like, can you really blame him? Like, I feel like I would go crazy too. Like, I feel like I would be like,
he did what he had to do to get his message across. Sometimes you gotta do drastic shit. You gotta act like a fucking retard in order to get people's attention.
I would be freaking out like this too. If I saw this shit with my own eyes and like I knew for a fact it was true, and like nobody fucking believed me.
I really like Alex Jones. He's a really good guy. He's a little bit funny guy. Move, bitch. Get out the way. Get out the way, bitch. Get out the way. Move, bitch. Get out the way.
So that made him very easy to be a caricature and ultimately to be dismissed, at least to the mainstream's eyes. But if you strip away those theatrics, what were the underlying topics? Let's look at a few of them one
That I
by
missed
one.
this on stream.
Let's go
This would
back
have
to
been
the Bohemian
funny,
Grove.
bro.
Yep.
So Bohemian Grove was founded in 1878. Its memberships has included U.S. presidents like Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, major CEOs, cabinet members, and policy advisors. It is real. It is private. And it hosts off-the-record gatherings of influential figures. Now, mind you, Bohemian Grove...
I love the little pause there because, like, you know, she's thinking Israel is real. She does it like all the fucking time, every time somebody says it's real.
Grove is closed to the public 365 days. Off the record gatherings of influential figures. Now, mind you, Bohemian Grove is closed to the public 365 days. Cabinet members and policy advisors. It is real. It is private. Cabinet members and policy advisors. It is real. It is private. And it hosts off the record gatherings of influential figures. Now, mind you, Bohemian Grove is closed to the public 365 days a year until the end of time, basically. But Jones's footage didn't prove global domination necessarily. It proved access, which infers a global domination network, but at the very least, it's kind of like that George Carlin saying, he said it's like a giant club and we weren't invited. That's what the Bohemian Grove is. A secret society behind closed doors that kind of pulls the strings of the world while we are the puppets. Then there's the Bilderberg Group. Founded in 1954, it's an annual invitation-only conference.
Bilderberg Group is also like a whole separate can of worms too, man. There was a name they dropped back in the beginning of the beginning of the video with the Skull and Bones Society. It's a like a Harvard frat that a lot of presidents and world leaders happen to be a part of.
Bringing together roughly 100.
It's just like this whole thing is pretty much just going to show that there's all these interconnected clandestine organizations for the rich and powerful, and they control everything.
20 to 150 political leaders, central bankers, corporate execs, and media figures from Europe and North America. And there could be more from other parts of the world, like Asia or something, but I don't know that personally, and I can't say that definitively. But attendees include people like US presidents and presidential candidates, NATO officials, tech CEOs, and central bank governors. And meetings operate under the Chatham House rule. So discussions can be referenced, but participants cannot be quoted directly. So there's no verified evidence that Bilderberg secretly runs the world. But again, we can infer or even speculate that as to what these powerful people would be talking about. The existence of a private forum where
I think it was the like the 2018-2017 Bilderberg meeting where they went and talked about a worldwide response to a rapidly growing and spreading virus and how to lock down the population. It was essentially wargaming the COVID outbreak like a year or two in advance. These people are fucking monsters.
Powerful people meet off record isn't fiction. For years, when Jones talked about these gatherings, their reaction was just mocking him. It was mockery. Today, mainstream outlets openly report on attendee lists. That's a shift. Proof that the topic wasn't imaginary. People thought Alex Jones was just making this stuff up.
And before Jekyll Island did for
now, in the early 2000s, Jones repeatedly warned that the post-9/11...
I heard a lot of the Jekyll Island group had shit to do with feminism too, like the old school feminism stuff. I was hearing that from Rachel Wilson, which I still need to read her book.
Legislation would
a lot of fucking
permanently
shady
expand
shit that comes out of
federal
these fucking
surveillance
elite
power.
groups.
In 2001, the Patriot Act was passed. And even though I was like a young teenager, I thought the Patriot Act was a good thing. They made it sound like they would be protecting us, right? And then in 2013, Edward Snowden leaked classified NSA documents revealing programs like PRISM, which collects data from major tech companies, bulk telephone metadata collection under Section 215, upstream internet traffic monitoring. So the government defended these programs as counterterrorism tools.
Was revealed.
The best way to understand PRISM, because there's been a little bit of controversy, is to first talk about what PRISM isn't. Much of the debate in the US has been about metadata. They've said it's just metadata, and they're talking about a specific legal authority called Section 215 of the Patriot Act. That allows sort of warrantless wiretapping, mass surveillance of the entire country's sort of phone records, things like that.
Civil liberty advocates, which Alex Jones is, argued they represented unprecedented domestic surveillance.
Analyze. I didn't say you were bad. The engineer
What the
telling me this
Patriot
wasn't
Act
bad
was, it was
5
just
years
fucking
ago.
legal spying
How do
on the
you know they
American
did that?
populace.
Well, we track everything you do and build psychological algorithms and sell the data. Information Week, off TiVo's press release. Chip in the body to watch TV. I'm sick of it.
It's like dude is like so mad because he keeps telling everybody and nobody believes him.
Again, this does not mean that every warning Jones issued
Yeah, they
was
brag
accurate,
about doing it. Yeah, exactly.
but suspicion of surveillance expansion was not pure delusion. He was right all along, and he was over the target all these years. The infrastructure for mass data collection existed, and it was real. Then came Jeffrey Epstein. In 2008, he secured a controversial plea deal in Florida that granted
Prolonged power corrupts. If you have power for a short amount of time to do just a little bit of good before you hand it off to another person, like, you're more likely than not to come out unscathed. But if you have power for like a long time in order to like become comfortable, then it will almost like always corrupt.
federal immunity to potential co-conspirators.
Yeah, so this is the first time that Jeffrey Epstein got caught. He actually got caught in it was in Florida. It was in Palm Beach, I think, is where he got
Palm
caught.
Beach, Florida,
And that year later
2003, I
became the
believe.
subject of a lot of national scrutiny.
Yeah, and by the way, if you didn't know this, Donald Trump was actually helping the police in this case. He was one of the only people that actually spoke out.
In 2019, he was arrested on federal.
Even just spoke out. He went to trial. He took the stand and testified against Epstein. Like, Donald Trump did like the utmost against this dude.
Sex trafficking charges, flight logs, and
The
court
first case,
documents
yeah.
revealed
There's a
documented
documentary on this entire case on Netflix.
associations with, again, financiers, academics, politicians from multiple administrations,
Sorry,
and
I don't know if it's still there. This was years ago.
international royalty. Kind of sounds like Bohemian Grove. Kind of sounds like the Bilderberg Group, right? That's
Secret
not
societies.
an internet rumor anymore.
Almost as if it's just the same people in different settings doing, the same fucking thing.
That's court record.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this doesn't prove a unified global cabal. That's for you guys to argue in the comments. But I do see a pattern emerging. And it does demonstrate that wealth and influence can create powerful insulation. Basically, money and position buy you immunity. For years, when Jones talked about elite protection,
This dude seems to be like intentionally dodging like historical precedent for this type of stuff. I would argue that it's been going on for a long fucking time. Like the whole power grab of World War One, where they went around and just kind of like revolutionized all like the European monarchies under one rule, and then the the Bolshevik Revolution in Russia was also a product of like this same group of elites. If you watch, well, not watch, but if you kind of do like a little bit of independent research, you can almost like trace back a lot of this shit to the Rothschilds and the Vanderbilts and the Bilderbergs. They're three powerful big money banking clans. And almost every government upheaval, almost every revolution or regime change, every war, it could literally be traced back to the banks and those families. Like, it was my surprise to find that in World War II. They originally installed Hitler into power, and then Hitler kind of did his own thing. And the reason they drummed up the world against Hitler is because he ran off with their money.
networks most people just dismiss the
A lot of dark
entire
hidden
premise
history to this shit that a lot of people don't know about because they don't take the time to dig deep enough.
outright without even hearing him out. Alex is just being Alex. He's a nutcase, so on and so forth.
And this is where we...
Despite all the fucking screaming and powering up, there's actually a really comprehensive documentary on it. It's called JFK to 9/11. Everything is a rich man's trick. And the thing is like, despite the title, it goes on a deeper tirade back to Bolshevik Russia and World War I and World War II, and kind of explains out all that stuff. It's a really comprehensive documentary. If you haven't seen it already, I recommend watching it. It's kind of mind-boggling. It's called Everything is a Rich Man's Trick, JFK to 9/11.
That's all it is, man. That's all it is.
The entire premise outright without even hearing him out. Alex is just being Alex. He's a nutcase, so on and so forth.
And this is where we get tested. So rejoice to God Almighty. You know what? I will go to hell before I sit here and I watch this country and the world turned over to these savages. I'm done. I'm pissed, and I'm not putting up with it anymore.
Honestly though, Chad, you gotta respect that shit. You gotta respect that this guy has been trying his best to like tell everybody and give everyone the heads up on all of this shit happening, no matter what they threw at him. Like they fucking tried to destroy his reputation, tried to destroy his business. They tried to do everything they could possibly do to this guy. Yeah.
Or you Satanists want to sacrifice the West. You want to kill the beautiful goddess.
But after Epstein, the public conversation changed dramatically. Suddenly, questioning elite accountability wasn't fringe, it was front page news. And now, this part matters. Alex Jones made claims about Sandy Hook that the courts determined were false and defamatory. He was ordered to pay significant damages, and he has apologized and said that he was wrong about the whole thing. I think that's very important to address. He's promoted theories about staged events and global plots that lacked verifiable evidence. That can't be ignored either. A serious reassessment requires separating documented structural concerns from unsupported extrapolations, you could say.
Mm-hmm.
If you blend the two together, the credibility of the whole argument kind of collapses. Maybe at some point, concrete facts will come out to exonerate Alex in some of these cases or support his claims. But right now, I haven't found any yet. Also, a funny side note, the gay frogs meme, that thing was real. All right,
it was totally real.
Herbicide, and powerful estrogenic chemical that can turn frogs from male to female. So they're not literally
I'm doing
gay,
good. How
but,
are you?
You know what I mean? And the chemical is atrazine. And atrazine, just real quick,
This was true,
exposure
actually. Yeah.
during the larval development can demasculize frogs, reduce male traits, smaller voice boxes and larynges, and lower testosterone levels. Hermaphroditism, which a male frog can have both.
So it's like it's kind of like a colorful way to say it, right? Like the actual thing itself is true. It's just the way it's true, like sort of. It would be like how do I explain it?
It's not that they were making the frogs gay. It's that they were making the frogs trans.
It's like the exact thing is not true. The exact thing. Well, is it? It might be. But what he's trying to say is this effect, essentially. Well,
Frogs are turning gay. The Bills control everything. Epstein is alive.
oh my God, Chad. Oh my God, I love AI so much. It's unreal. Dude, AI is so good.
The frogs are turning gay. The Bills control everything. Epstein is alive.
ovaries and testes, in some cases complete feminization or sex reversal, so male to female.
It's just
I just want
what I'm trying to say is he says things in a very colorful way, right? That's the best way to explain it. It's very colorful language.
Out there with Alex because sometimes it can be hard to separate fact from exaggeration and legit claims from extrapolations and speculations, but with the gay frogs thing, he was kind of on the money. Now, over the last 2 decades, trust in institutions has declined. Gallup polling has shown historically low confidence in Congress, major media institutions, and large corporations.
Yep.
And when institutional trust erodes, outsider voices gain traction. Jones's core argument that concentrated power operates with limited to no transparency and no accountability resonates more in a climate of skepticism, because distrust of institution is no longer this niche idea. It's mainstream. It's default. Distrust has become the de facto position toward institution.
Yep. I don't trust
here's
them
where
at
I
all.
land. We don't owe Alex Jones an apology for everything he said, in the sense that he was right
because
about every
this
single
whole
thing, but we do owe him an
this whole idea that this guy has that he wasn't right about literally everything he talks about is kind of nonsense, right? Alex Jones does a lot of his own research. He has his own network of independent journalists and investigators. Alex Jones himself is boots on the ground with these things. He's not just some angry news desk guy. Alex Jones does a lot of his own boots on the ground research, right? And when he presents these things, he presents sources. He presents actual proof that it's going on, right? So this guy's probably predicating the whole Sandy Hook thing on Alex Jones not always being right. But the thing about the Sandy Hook thing is that it was blown way out of context. Everything Alex Jones said about Sandy Hook was him referencing other people's theories about it. He never once said that it was fake or that it was a false flag in his own words. He was referencing other people's ideas on the subject. And he never went after parents. He never fucking did this, that, or the other. Alex Jones is not that type of dude. But yeah, the dude's right about 99.9% of the shit he talks about.
For dismissing every conversation he raised as just gibberish and insanity and ranting.
Well, I mean, put it this way, right? The regular news gets shit wrong all the time. The regular ass news gets shit wrong constantly.
Their news straight up lies.
Hey, Cindy, thank you so much for the host, by the way, over on Kick. Thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, the news media gets shit wrong all the time. So it's if Alex Jones gets one thing wrong, he's everything else he says is wrong, that's ridiculous, right? They're barely correct currently. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They're more wrong than right nowadays.
Because I think that is insane.
And
because
also when you're in Alex Jones's field and you're really working off of crumbs, you're really trying to find the truth in these things, and it's so buried, and there's actively people trying to sabotage and hide it. Of course it's going to be a lot harder to find out what the truth is. You might stumble across, and you have to understand, these groups and stuff, they're laying landmines everywhere. They're leaving misdirection everywhere that they can to throw people off of their trail, right? So it's I mean, I just feel like he deserves more of the benefit of the doubt,
Out of the structural issues he focused on.
Did you see Hillary Clinton getting asked about the Wiener laptop?
And institutional
I did not.
installation by the perverted peoples of the elite.
Is there a video on that?
Perverted because that is the PG way of describing these people. These things were not
Maybe
imaginary.
Asmin has something on it.
That was the only reason I clicked on this video, is because I thought this was going to be more or less about the Hillary Clinton deposition than it was about Alex Jones.
Were exaggerated at times. They were dramatized for effect with his theatrical approach.
Thing is that I think there are laws about the news and mainstream media knowingly pushing false information. It's the fact that they're all in the pocket of these elites. If you have the time, you should research Operation Mockingbird. Operation Mockingbird is essentially the government clasp around the mainstream media and the news outlets. Every single one of like the modern news anchors or just ownership of said companies is somebody really steeped in the cult, or they're like direct like CIA like implant and descendants. Like I was talking about Tucker Carlson last stream. He pretends to be an ally. He paints himself as an ally, but 15 years ago, the dude was a warmonger neocon. He is a direct descendant of a CIA agent. Tucker Carlson lied about it too. He on one foot bragged about it, and then on the other hand tried to say that he was like a grassroots unaffiliated journalist, bro. But he's definitely a Mockingbird implant.
The Skull and Bones Society.
But they weren't fabricated out of thin air. And when you ignore the signal just because the messenger is loud, you risk missing the substance. You're not just shooting the messenger, you're basically burning the messenger along with the message.
I got bad news for you, though. A large percentage of humanity is just susceptible to, the bullshit. Then the fucking sorcerers. A large percentage are just susceptible to it. It's nothing.
A lot of people just want to go along their day. They don't want to worry about that shit.
Maybe the real question isn't, was Alex Jones right about everything? Because he wasn't. That's objectively true. The question is, did we dismiss structural and societal concerns way too quickly because they were delivered by someone that was easy to mock? Now I want to hear from you in the comments. Is this a genuine cultural reassessment of one Alex Jones, the one and only, or just another cycle of controversy that kind of just repeats itself all the time with him? Because how we answer that question, I think it says more about us as a society than it does about Alex Jones. Let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
We gotta play the Alex Jones.
In all of this video, I would have loved to see this dude actually prove Alex Jones wrong on something, as opposed to just assert the fact that he's not always right. That's really what I'd like to see is a lot of people say he's wrong, but then come with no fucking proof.
And God bless.
I might play Expedition
They have
though,
sexual
soon.
rituals, some of the most ancient Egyptian rituals, where they believe they are possessed by entities, basically space aliens.
Yup. Let's see if Asmund has something on it. Maybe he's got a clip on the Clinton stuff. Oh, there it is. There it is.
So this is the highlights. The Hillary Clinton and
This is sorry. Let me. Gosh, I keep going too fast. This video is by Shawnee Boy. Let me link it to you guys.
I honestly need to get really better at liking and subscribing to shit that I view too. If you ever see me neglect to do that shit, please call it out. I feel really bad about not doing it sometimes. I'll remember later in the day too, after stream, I'll be like, fuck, I didn't like and subscribe that one.
Check it out. Give the video a thumbs up and a like. A thumbs up, which is a like, and a comment and a sub. And then we'll go ahead and go over to the Roach King over here. We check out, everybody was waiting for this, the Hillary Clinton stuff. I actually don't know anything about this. I haven't seen it at all. So let's see.
So this is the highlights. The Hillary.
I think the funniest analogy that I've seen so far is the only difference between a conspiracy theory and fact is about 6 months.
Clinton and Bill Clinton deposition crash outs.
When you saw photos of your husband in a hot tub.
Bits and pieces of this, she acts so fucking weird, dude. And if you study how do you put it, if you study facial reactions and body language, she is scared shitless. She hears some names and you just see her eyes bulge and her ears fucking tighten. You can tell that she is barely holding it in, bro. Her diaper must be so fucking full after these hearings.
laying on a beach and getting massaged by other women, and you knew that Jeffrey Epstein was involved in some of these trips and these things, did it
Man, she didn't like that, huh?
concern you at all?
I'm here not to offer my opinions. I'm here to answer specific questions to the best of my ability.
When you saw your husband in these photos with a young woman being massaged, what went through your mind?
I am not going to speculate.
Literally see, you can literally see like the corner of her mouth raise, or like her nostrils flare, her eyes will bulge, her ears will fucking wiggle a little bit, like her neck will tense, like all hallmarks of like lying and stress.
Convicted of sex crimes, did any of these photos of your husband with women being massaged?
So she also tries to do like the really overt, like, how dare you ask me that question? I'm above that, blah, blah, blah type shit. Like, that's like a hallmark of somebody who just doesn't want to be grilled.
On the beach, did it concern you?
I have no context for even answering that question.
He's your husband. Like, what do you mean you have no context?
Okay.
You're still married, Madam Secretary. Still married,
very
correct?
true.
Okay. Can you identify the man in these photos?
Let me
Just for the
guess.
record, you would like her to identify pictures of her spouse?
Who's this? This is my husband.
42nd President of the United States of America?
Was that
is
right?
my husband.
Okay,
Yes.
how about the location?
I have no knowledge of the location. I have no context for the location. I know nothing about the location.
Do you know the names of any of the young girls in those photos?
Oh,
Are you saying she should be able to know who individuals
No, I think
are?
She is fucking tweaking, bro. All right, counterintelligent. We are watching Hillary Clinton be deposed on the Epstein thing right now. It's not like the full video. It's like an Asmongold fucking clip cut, and it's also being viewed through the lens of a leaflet. So it's kind of been through a few filters, but that's essentially what it is.
No, if she should be able to. They're asking if it's a question.
Is that
Exception
what
indeed.
I'm saying is that in a normal relationship, you would probably ask the person that you're sleeping with who that person in the photo is.
Exactly.
See how wide her eyes got there?
Mr. Epstein's island, is that correct?
I am so tired of answering that question. If you have one scintilla of evidence to the contrary, put it forward. I have
Trying so hard not to smile here. Like, look at that. Like, look how tight her freaking jowls are. She is trying so hard not to just like burst out smiling.
never been on his island, period. I've never been in his homes, his offices, because I never met the guy.
And your husband flew on Jeffrey Epstein's plane 17 to 26 times, correct?
He made several trips with different legs on the trip.
By this standard of behavior, multiple credible accusers, including Juanita Broderick, who alleged rape against your husband. Your husband was disbarred in Arkansas, lost his license, flew on Epstein's plane dozens of times.
I want to think it's fucked up that she's wearing like the same shade of blue that like Monica Lewinsky was wearing like on the fucking dress. Like, it's such fucked up symbolism, bro. I hate these fucking people so much.
Visited Epstein's island.
Oh, they're really getting her mad.
That is not true. That is absolutely untrue.
Which part's not true?
Well, there's documentation in the DOJ files. I'm not sure you're aware. Your attorneys have told.
Look what happens when you catch the necromancer without their fucking zombies. The necromancer without the zombies.
You, but Jeffrey Epstein told one of the victims to lie to investigators, to lie that Bill Clinton was ever on Epstein Island. I can provide that.
Oh, how about, I didn't even hear about this. This is the first time I'm hearing about it.
Photos in swimming pools, hot tubs with unidentified young women.
It is so speculative. I mean, swimming in a pool, sitting in a hot tub. There are millions of people who do that without any improper behavior or certainly committing any crime.
Like, how many people end up on a prolific pedophile's island and end up in his pools and his hot tubs and directly accused by his workers of heinous things? And on top of that, you have like this whole like uprooted conspiracy theory about like, this wide network of elitist pedophile cannibals, and like you just at a certain point, there should be a certain amount of evidence to where you just cannot fucking dodge it. Like, you know, like, You know, like, if these people can't come up with reasonable explanations as to why they're not guilty for anything the files say or what they've been accused of in broad daylight, they should be fucking thrown in a hole.
So I
Do you
think
think most of the men are like your husband that did anything wrong? Why were they being surrounded by young women giving them massage?
Thought that was how, like, the legal system worked, right? Like, you had to prove that you were innocent of the things you were accused of. Like, when accusations come to light, like, you get put on trial and have to prove your innocence.
On Jeffrey's private estate or private plane, are they all innocent then?
You know,
because
you are
Oh man, this is good.
making assumptions in your questions that have not been proven and I don't believe are provable. How can I answer questions about a person that I don't believe I ever even met, although maybe I was in the same room once?
Excuse me, can I interrupt?
I have
There
another-
are photos that are being released. If there are photos that are being released of the secretary as she is testifying.
Look at this, like, she was literally handed a lifeline. She's like, ah ha ha, look at that, you activated my trap card. And then she goes off on this whole fucking tangent about how, like, she's not gonna testify anymore and, like, how it's outrageous, blah 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 blah. It's a fucking open hearing.
Can you please explain how that
I'm done with this. If you guys are doing that, I am done. You can hold me in contempt from now until the
Performative fucking
Man
bullshit.
Christ.
She was handed a fucking escape route, a trap card, and she fucking played it instantaneously.
This is just typical behavior. Oh, for heaven's
So I
sake.
would like to understand how
She's
that's
so
permissible.
dude.
It doesn't matter. We all are abiding by the same rules.
Oh no.
Yeah,
I'd like to have
I'm done.
Oh my god, she's so mad.
Shit.
Trying to get out some context for the public on whether you remember this photo.
Yeah.
So do you recall the details of this photo? Recall the photo being taken?
Oh my god.
He's happy. Look at his face.
He's
I remember
he had,
that
like,
one.
all the good memories came into his head. He's like, oh yeah, I remember that. That was a good time.
Oh my god.
Do you remember where it was taken? Where was it taken?
Man.
This picture was taken in Brunei. We flew one night on a trip to Asia.
He said we.
Well, my TEL team that was working, and Mr. Epstein was there, and Miss Maxwell, and he said, I want you to stay at this hotel, and I hope you'll use the pool. So I did, and then I got out and went to bed, exhausted. It's quite enlightening if you watch this.
Yes, it's noted.
It'll give you a different feel.
Jesus Christ.
Oh
I'm not
man.
joking. The lawyer literally had to snatch the album of photos away from him.
Oh my god.
He's like, yeah, I remember that shit.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit, he's
Dude, this dude needs to be
Can I keep a copy?
put under the jail,
This
brother.
dude's like, ah, good times. Can I keep a copy?
The hot tub.
Holy
I
shit.
hadn't forgotten that there was anybody in the hot tub, but it was big, but it was about.
The lawyer's like, please, man.
Here's this photo. There's a girl over here, or there's someone.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I don't know who that is.
He has no
He
idea.
knows.
So you don't
he,
know.
he knows who it is.
May I have a 10-minute bathroom break? And can I take these photos with me? Oh my god. I need to review them.
Come on, man. Come on.
Jog up my
man.
memory.
Yeah, I forgot all about. I have no recollection of this. Yeah, I have no idea at all.
Had contact with an individual.
Not have sexual relations with that underage girl in the hot tub.
Physical contact from her or anyone else on that trip.
You've seen the pictures. There was one time.
He knew exactly where she was trying to go with this. He remembers the massage specifically. He knows that there's the photo.
When I was sitting up and I got a back rub, a neck rub.
Did you ever?
A while ago, there was a picture of clearly Bill Clinton naked getting a massage from like some girl in a fucking bed in a hotel, and everybody tried to swear up and down it was Donald Trump, but it was clearly Bill Clinton. Like, goddamn, these people are so old and like senile and tired at this point. They have like no will to actually like fight what's going on. They're at the end of their rope anyway, so it's like, why even bother? You know, they have all these accusations and they're like 80, 90 years old anyway. You might as well just like fucking throw them in the pit to appease the mob. Honestly, that's really bad fucking you know, that's a really bad precedent to set. But, like, you know, in my view, these people are guilty beyond belief. They've been guilty for fucking decades. Like, at this point, like, even if they are old and found guilty, like, anything that could be visited upon them at this point would not be justice.
Visit Epstein's Little St. James Island.
No.
We have Virginia Guthrie, who has testified seeing you on the island with 2 young girls. Did this occur at all? Why do you think she would have made that claim?
Objection. Speculation.
Epstein said, you quote, like them young. Why would Epstein say that about you?
Are you asking his opinion?
First of all, that's not true.
What's not true?
That I have any interest in underage.
I didn't say underage, I said.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
I said young.
But it's still not true. I hate this, but because I don't believe I should inject anything.
Did you guys know about, like, the whole thing that happened, by the way? I actually had a report made on it. If I can find it. There was a very fun segment in it where he allegedly, he basically said that he didn't have
Very least, all these people need to go down in history as, like, absolute fucking monsters. Like, there should be movies made about these people depicting them as monsters. There should be songs, there should be cartoons, there should be fucking, you know, they should be in the history books. Like, you learn about this shit in school, you know, like, every step that we take needs to be a step ensuring that these people are remembered as the absolute fucking demon spawn that they are.
Sexual relations with the girl, with the woman, Monica Lewinsky, because she only sucked his dick, and that doesn't count.
Never, the president, never, this is 20-something years ago, never said anything to me to make me think he was involved in anything improper with regard to Epstein either. The only conversation I had with President Trump about this was in the early 2000s, and I have no information that he did anything wrong.
Man, fighting for a pardon? You know, again, like, dude,
Have you ever?
This is just really, that is fucking crazy. How old is this guy now? He's like 78, 79. Guy's almost 80 years old.
He doesn't give a fuck, man.
How about that? Yeah, it's 79. There it is. Spine going down memory lane. Yeah, remember that?
Holy shit, man. That's crazy. Dude, like, does not care.
Called Epstein a bitch in Fortnite just last week. He's alive in the bunker. Listen to him speak. He ruined WoW. He nerfed the loot.
He ruined WoW. He fucking did, though. In the Epstein files, he's, like, almost, like, implicated in being one of the main proponents for installing microtransactions and kind of ruining Blizzard. Like, dude's a menace on all fronts. All right, we're reaching the 2-hour mark of the stream. I think that's enough kind of like video reaction content for right now. Bro, is Jackie Chan on side scrollers? Or are they just being... Nah. Bill Clinton's looking rough, dude. Hey, Chikage got a shout out from Sky. Hell yeah. Did want to watch this. Let's watch Pupella real quick, and then I'm gonna play WoW. Oh, this might get me in trouble.
Full of pain, running through the trees, trying to numb all the shame. Got the sword on my back, but the battle's in my brain. Cannons in my head, whispering my name. Feel like Link with no Navi to guide. Fully on this quest, got no tears left to cry. Bottle full of fairies, but it won't heal inside. Yeah, I can press and start, but I can't rewind. I'm just lost in the lost what is lost. Playing this song, hoping that it feels good. Got Karina blowing just to fight through the
in my zone. Will I make it out? Only God knows.
Man, that was great. I absolutely love the Lost Woods theme from Zelda, man. It's honestly one of my favorite tracks. Time theme is also OP, and I don't know exactly what it's called, but like the main like Hyrule kind of like ditty, like, you know, what everybody knows Zelda for, like that's a really good fucking track too. Like the hugest Legend of Zelda fan, but I've played like a handful of the games. We're just past the 2-hour mark. I'm gonna get ready to play World of Warcraft. The Midnight expansion has just released in full, so we're gonna get like that day one scuff experience with the game. It's gonna be magical. I'll turn you guys over to you know, the stream radio while I get the game up and running, and then we'll go from there.
Why can't I just be crazy? Why do I have to be right? Save your meds! Family dinner, Thanksgiving fight. Everyone says I'm not rap tight. Pass the turkey, ignore the clown. Someone calm the schizophrenic down. But I see the strings, I see the code. I see the matrix start to erode. You call me black sheep, you call me a liar. While the world burns in a stage dumpster fire. I pray to God that I was insane, that it was just a tumor inside of my brain. But the documents leaked, the files are out, and now there is not a shadow of doubt. I'm always right, and I fucking hate it. Every theory they validated. The frogs are gay, the water is cursed. We killed JFK, and that wasn't the worst. I wanted to be wrong, I wanted to be blind, but I'm the only word with a functional mind. I hate being right. Chemtrails painting the sky like art. Demon politicians tearing us apart. 2 shooters from Ukraine paid for the plot. Thank God those idiots couldn't land a shot. I called Epstein a bitch in Fortnite just last week. He's alive in the bunker, listen to him speak. He ruined WoW, he nerfed the loot. He's trading fan art in an Armani suit. They have more cakes than Rock Lee. Open up the door, pizza is poison, I won't eat it anymore. The cheese is a lie, the sauce is a sin. You don't wanna know the dungeon that they're in. Medical experiments, dark and depraved, turning kids into futilari. Not can be saved. peas and carrots on a plate. The Olympics are a ritual to seal our fate. An offering to hell televised live while the sheep will just cheer and high five. They told me all of this years and years ago, but nobody listened, nobody wanted to know. They killed Michael Jackson, stopped his heartbeat for saving Kevin from the white and blue island. To the dimensional demons, legions of bored apes, blocking the chain, steering the shapes. I won't serve the Kali Yuga. I draw my sword to tell the truth. I'm always right, and I fucking hate it. Every theory they validated. The frogs are gay, the water is changed. We kill JFK, and that wasn't the one. I wanted to be wronged, I wanted to be blind, but I'm the only one with a functional mind. Bury the gold in the backyard, next to the boneyard. Stay away from my ghost. I told you so.
This city is home to such power. I'll put it to much better use. I've seen you, Windrunner. Always alone, pushing everyone away to embrace the hunt. Inevitably, the void consumes everything. I'm coming for all of you. You mortals are the most wrathful creatures in existence, your hunger for violence is insatiable. This stops now.
The repairs have been more challenging than expected. The costs alone
are irrelevant. You gave it to the ethereals?
It is time. Come, Lord Demencius. Come feast upon this universe.
Who will devour all that exists. You broke my dark heart, Illyria.
You. No. We need her.
We cannot trust her.
I'm not asking you to trust her. I'm asking you to trust me.
We did it. Demencius is gone.
Wait!
You. What did you do? I kept my promise. Together, we vanquished Demencius. And I now have all I need to claim what is mine. I will take everything you love.
I genuinely hate the story so far, and this is a really shitty rendition of the story so far.
Years, I have planned for this moment. Let the way be opened to my prize.
Happens when you kind of get rid of your main lore guy and replace him with a bunch of fucking Sweet Baby Inc. DEI hires is that it's almost too late to fix. Even if Chris Metzen wanted to fix things with his return, like this current expansion, well, I guess like the previous expansion, fucking The War Within, was already cooked. If you played through it, you could probably tell the fact that they kind of like pulled off of it halfway through. I don't even care about builds right now. I'm just trying to like get into the gameplay. But one thing I will always say is I will forever love the lore in Game World. I'm never leaving this game until they shut it down. I simply love the IP too much, no matter how much they screw it up.
Dragonflight.
Anaria Shala.
Sub Kirakimi, welcome in, by the way. Also, Holy Ball as well, welcome in.
Illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light
Liadrin, it has begun.
I need you with me on the wall.
Gorthamar, the void will envelop us soon. Only the light can save us now.
No. The time for prayer has passed.
The Sunwell will not fall. Not while I draw breath.
Little elves. I can see you grow weary. How much longer can you hold out? Flee and save yourselves.
Liadrin, don't.
Light be with you.
You see? She understands it's hopeless. Soon, you all will.
The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through me, and by its grace am I made one with all that is sacred. The light guides my steps and illuminates my path. The light flows through... I know that I am unworthy. I don't know if I deserve your help, but I know my people do. Please give them strength.
I admire your spirit, but that will not save you. Soon, I will break your world.
You can't even break one elf.
This darkness comes to devour everything. And when it is finished, there will be no more light. Without your aid.
What I'm saying, man, like, I played this game for like 20 years, like since the beginning. I started like in the very end of vanilla and the advent of Burning Crusade. Even though the cutscene here is ugly as fuck, it kind of harkens back to like old school Warcraft vibes, and like I'm kind of excited to see where this expansion goes. And making an honest return to core would be like really dope here.
I answer to the light. Even with reinforcements, we cannot hold back the devouring host for long. Make haste, champion.
civilians must take priority.
No, we need to focus on launching a counterattack.
Vanguard of Light answered the call, but the battle yet rages on.
Our forces are scattered. The devouring host will overwhelm us.
I answer to
Light aid you. The Void has come for Azeroth. The Void has no place in Azeroth. Champion, find Eretor. I will rally the Vanguard and prepare an assault.
Some must remain to guard the Sunwell. If it falls, all is lost.
The light will shield the land of my ancestors.
We need to move the wounded.
Light when shadow falls, light is always.
Go join the Vanguard family. I'll escort everyone to the Sunwell.
Fuck. Of course Bagnon's fucking with me. Jesus.
high exile calls us to glory or death.
Champion, over here. Let's do some good. Better too. Let's find the rest of the Vanguard. The High Exarch hates to be disappointed.
Zalatrath. If only I had found a way to destroy that accursed blade. Let your inner fires burn bright, my brethren. We are called to assault the void.
Allow the light to be your guide. Let the light heal your wounds. The holy light will ease your pain.
I love seeing all these like petty characters show up too for this. Like, it's really cool. A lot of these guys are like really, I don't want to say they're like low tier, but like they're small lore characters.
Our strength lies in our people.
Vanguard is here to protect. Be the light, the darkness. While we have the chance.
No, I will not leave my people undefended.
Do not let this evil break your resolve. at the gate. For Azeroth! For the light!
Eretor, wait! I must escort these civilians to the docks and get them to safety. There are still many unaccounted for. We cannot abandon them to the void.
Of course, Lorthamar. We'll do everything in our power to safeguard them. Surely the High Exarch can spare us for a moment to save some lives.
The beauty of the songs. Silverman prospers. Proudly serve as Regent Lord.
Come on, champion. Let's clear a path for the survivors.
God's blessing upon you. Anu Belori Delanar. Our enemies will fall. Keep your wits about you.
By the light, suffer no more. Allow the light to be your guide.
The dark times will pass.
Eretor, champion! The evacuating ships are under attack! What I do both. If we don't protect those ships, we have sent the people aboard them to die.
Clear the skies and rescue any survivors you can find. Sunk ship. Throw the survivor a rope. You got them all! Thank the light! Did it, champion! The civilians escaped the devouring host!
Corellian forgets that victory means nothing if it costs us everything in return. With perseverance, strength.
What do we need to do? Mount up, champion. We must get to the gate before the Vanguard attacks!
Handle the evacuation, Eretor. You're needed with the Vanguard. The Light chose for you, Vanguard of the Light. Form a line. Hold this gate.
We should help. Ready to fight the fight? Forgive my father. We don't always see eye to eye on things, to say the least. High Exarch Corellian is a vaunted battlefield commander. Though I think he sometimes forgets how to be anything else. light, it was in such pain. When I was overcome by wrath, I lashed out in my pain. Is it the same for the void as it is for the light? The Vanguard has faith in the light, and so do I. But I also felt it fill me with wrath. I'm not sure what to think when it does. Know better than anyone how to fight the Void. I haven't seen her for weeks. I just hope. Let's focus on activating the Sentinels.
You little people and your struggles. Delicious. You still believe your heroics can defeat my devouring host? My forces are as boundless as my power. My fun is just beginning. and every single one of them. Your world is mine to claim.
You broke formation. Another of the Light's chosen champions. The Light chose for you to be here.
We cannot allow these Ethereals to pillage our sacred artifacts.
On that we agree. Eretor, hold the line. Champion, seize those weapons.
Take a quick restroom break. I'll be right back. Okay, back to it.
Donkey salad.
No, exactly. Especially with WoW, dude. You can just fucking ignore half the shit as a tank. Even as like a ret pally too, you can kind of like ignore a lot of shit and just like run to objectives. But like, God forbid you try to do that as like a caster or like a rogue or something, dude. You'll get fucked. If I ever play any of my other characters, you'll see how like bad my tank tendencies kind of bleed into like my other gameplay. Like I bite off a lot more than I can chew because I'm so used to playing tank. At least paladin. Word. Protection paladins were fucking long while. And
it's too far away.
I haven't played Protection Paladin in a minute, so I wouldn't know. I've been stuck on Protection Warrior and Retribution Paladin for a minute. Yeah, mostly main warriors and paladins, but I have a lot of characters, man. I'm an altaholic. Plus, I roleplay like a loser, so like I have a lot of different characters for a lot of different things.
Thankful light. You've recovered the artifacts.
Light aid you.
Analia Shalom.
Both of those are really cool looking. Fuck. I don't even use two hands right now, so I guess I'll go for the one hand on this one.
Remain vigilant.
I literally have like 30 fucking tunes. Like, I shit you not. I have like 15 level 80s right now, and then like a whole bunch of like just various levels. Both sides. I play Alliance and Horde. I only have like 4 level 80s on Horde though. I don't really like Horde as much as I like the Alliance. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I have a split between Moon Guard and Wormrest Accord on my servers.
We will push back the shadows.
Hurry, champion. We need your help against that behemoth. The void has come for us. Channel the light from the weapons you recovered. Drive this monster back to the void.
Get fucked, boy.
Vanguard, redouble your effort.
Cool thing about WoW now is that the servers don't really matter. You can just party up together and like be in the same instance together. Like even if you're just out in the open world, as long as you're partied together, you merge servers and you're able to just kind of like interact. Which I think is cool. I'm glad they did that.
The old warrior thinks this will be his.
There are straight up some dead realms. Well, I guess like dead factions on certain realms, but there's also like just some straight up dead realms too.
Staring down the might of the void with only the absolute conviction.
The reason I migrated from Wormrest Accord to a Moon Guard is because Wormrest is fucking dead for the Alliance.
Brave in the light, how will you fare lost in the void? You are only fragile mortals.
Sheezy, if you fucking still play, bro, we should like collab stream one day and just like run through dungeons or some shit.
I am the blade of the light. Altiel Shalom. Terralion, we must regroup at the Sunwell before it's too late.
Capital. Vanguard, fall back.
Champion, mount up! Retreat to the Sunwell!
Yeah, that was kind of like when I stopped playing fucking War Within 2 when they did that whole like the thing with the ring and all that and the pirate island. Yeah, I fucking cashed out on that too.
Back the devouring host.
Did Undermine like shortly after that. They did the whole like Goblin capital city and it's like this stupid fucking underground casino.
You are the last of the vanguard to make it. Pleasantries can wait. Analia shall...
Hey, though, I really like the reworked Silver Moon. I like the reworked Sunwell. This is all redesigned, by the way, if you don't know. They rebuilt the city and like redid all of this from the ground up. Dude, yeah, him being like the most powerful mage in existence, and he's just like, you know what, let me conjure up a light construct wheelchair. Like that'll fix things. I hate that they're gearing up Farron Lothar to take over like the entire human kingdom too. Like she and Anduin are gonna get together, and then like Anduin's gonna fucking die or something, and then Farron Lothar is somehow gonna become queen of the fucking alliance. It's gonna be real fucking gay and real fucking woke. What they did is they completely reworked the city inside and out. The whole zone of like Eversong Woods and like the Dead Scar and the Ghost Woods and all that shit. It's all been reworked so that way it's not behind that little portal anymore behind Strathdome. It's like actually part of the game world now, so you can fly there from like any location. Much needed. Yeah, the entire game world is supposed to be undergoing like similar faceless lifts through like the next expansion or two. They're gonna redo, I think they're gonna redo like Stormwind and Orgrimmar in this one as well, and also I believe the Exodar is getting a facelift. And then the next one, they're going to be redoing a lot of like Wrath of the Lich King stuff, because the next expansion is going to take us to Northrend and deal a lot with like the Titans and the shit that's going on in Northrend under the surface. Yeah, that was like one of my biggest complaints about it too. Silvermoon just seemed like really connected and disconnected and cobbled together, like besides like the main game. Ooh, speaking of Strathdome too, like Strathdome is also supposed to be getting a rework. I heard that like we're supposed to reclaim it at some point, and it's supposed to be like another human city. But like I mean like I really like it being just like an eternal fucking reminder that Arthas did what was necessary. I hate that they're like completely erasing Arthas from the story. Like, it boggles me. I don't understand why they're taking, like, their OG GOAT best fucking character and just, like, ruining them. I've talked about it before, but I've always said that Blizzard has severely messed up making Arthas like the main boss of Wrath of the Lich King. Like, he should have been present, but like honestly, dealing with Arthas should have been like the very last thing we did in the Warcraft universe. Arthas should have been like a continuous thorn in our side. He should have been like the Darth Vader of the Warcraft franchise. Like, they had the makings of greatness and they squandered it. I remember seeing them give interviews about it, and they thought that the longevity of the game was not going to be there, so they eked out a lot of like questionable content like early on because they thought it was just what they needed to do. Reducing him to just like a cinder of his soul and then letting it dissipate at the end of Shadowlands like had me like punching my fucking monitor. I was so fucking mad about that shit, dude. Like, the greatest character of the entire franchise just blown the fuck away. Like, disgusting fucking work. The whole expansion of Shadowlands was just like egregiously bad.
We will extinguish the Sunwell's radiance.
Though the music for this expansion so far is really fucking good. Well, she's hot here, but in the official cinematic, she's dog fucking ugly.
Another miracle.
Gorgeous.
It isn't over, Liadrin. Our friends inside can't maintain this ritual indefinitely.
Have faith, Eretor. This is the light of our salvation.
That the whole like opening scenario. That was kind of weak, man. Like, I'll be honest, like it was fun, but it was kind of weak. And that was literally the whole opening scenario. Okay. Ooh, that looks pretty though. Look at that. Oh my god. I can't wait to explore this shit, man. Ooh. Yeah, it looks good. I can't wait. Yeah, one thing I will say though is like I'm kind of mad that they are they're kind of ruining the power structure of WoW, right? Like you have like all these otherworldly forces like light and void and death and life and all those like arcane and all that shit. Like they're all balancing forces, right? But like the fact that they're making everything grayscale and kind of fucking just lame is ridiculous. Like there has to be defined lines of morality. Like there has to be good, there has to be bad. Anything in between is just a fucking lie. Like, you know, like not everything is gray the way it needs that. The way they're trying to portray it, man. Like and all games are doing it. It's exactly what it is. It's they can't fucking write. They have no morality, no moral compass themselves. So like they have to equate everything to like a gray area because they have no idea like what's good or what's evil because they're just intentionally fucking stupid.
I am the blade of the light.
I greet you on behalf of Silvermoon. Aldiel Shalan.
The vanguard of the light will need quarters and supplies.
I will consider it after I have consulted with the others.
Hey, well, we finished the opening scenario. It was pretty fun. A lot went down. We saved Silvermoon for the moment from the forces of the Void. And we got a little bit of gear from it. I was expecting to kind of get like a full suite of starter gear, but I mean, I guess that comes later. Ew, is that a Harnier already? Gross. Ew, LGBTQIA+. Fuck you. Get out of my game. Yeah, like, it's exactly the point, man. They're just trying to muddy the waters between, like, what's actually good and what's actually evil. That's how we learn as a society, like, where morality lies, is through portrayals and storytelling and media like this, right? So if you have a whole bunch of media that just does not openly define what good or evil is, we have a whole generation of kids that don't understand what you're supposed to, push against, right? So, like, it all harkens back to that coordinated effort to just kind of, like, ruin morality and, you know, just everyday life for us plebeians, you know. Being said, you know, we got through the starting zone, or starting scenario. We're at the gates of Silvermoon. Next time I play, we'll kind of do like an in-depth exploration of the new zone. This is an entirely reworked from the ground up zone on the map. It's part of the overarching overworld of the game, so there's no loading screens, there's no portals like it used to be. It's all open, free real estate, and there's been some very big changes to the realm as well. Like, I think the Dead Scar, where Arthas marched straight down the middle of the Eversong Forest, it has been completely healed for the most part. Think there was a city that was built into the Great Wall of the Eversong Forest called like Deathholm or something. It's like the ass end of Strathholm, and that was kind of like taken out. And what a faggot. the type of evil we're going up against right there. That's why they want morality fucking muddied, because they want to be able to kill you. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of that because there is a bunch of faggots in the game. Like that people just expose themselves like that too. That's on live, you know. They're that's immortalized forever. They can't get away from that. These people are evil. They want to muddy morality so they can kill you. They'll celebrate your fucking death. They will you know, dance on your grave. These people are fucking scumbag evil pieces of shit, and that's why we must rebel against them. Now, I have shit to do today. I gotta get some people around, do some things. I know I always say I'll probably come back later. I just might this time. We'll see. But for now, I'm gonna call. I know, right? Like, imagine being so fucking brain dead. But anyway, I'll catch you guys on the next time. That was a really funny example too. I'm glad that some people caught that live. It's in the VOD. I'll probably clip that out too, just because like I was literally talking about it and like some faggot had to come up and, you know, speak their fucking worm rat addled mind about it. So yeah, it'll be funny. Appreciate everybody who shows up. It's always the same usual suspects, man. I enjoy your work, Fushizi. I look forward to working with everybody else in the future. It'll be fun, you know. But that being said, I gotta get some shit done today. I'll be back a little bit later, probably. But thanks for coming out, guys. Thanks for watching me play the game. Thanks for watching the fucking reactions. I'd be nowhere without you guys. And